Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's Matt with Green Bar Trading. Today's video is going to be a really good video for any of you that trade momentum stocks. Now, I'm talking about those stocks that are the leading gappers. They have all the criteria hit for why us day traders would even be thinking about trading them. So just assuming that all the criteria is hit on the momentum stocks that you're about to trade, the low float, super high volume, a great catalyst, and a leading gapper. That means that I am looking only at the very few stocks in the entire US market that is on the top of every day trader's list. So you have your stocks. It hits all the criteria. Now, we had two of those today. We had two stocks that looked very good to me, and I traded both of them. Now, when is the best time to trade them? Because that's really, that's the key. You want to be trading these stocks at the right time of the day. Now, we had a video yesterday. Yesterday's video was one of the best, analytically speaking, videos that I have had so far. The way that YouTube calculates it all. It was one of the best analytically. So I just know there's a lot of people interested in these momentum stocks. So that was yesterday's video, and I'm just going to carry it forward to today with today's leading gappers. So we saw the momentum yesterday. It's starting to pick up. Now we came into the market today, and boom, there they are. Just the leading gapper. Now, I'm going to go over in specific detail the number one gapper today, which was MRIN. That was, it had a catalyst, it had all the criteria. And I'm going to break down for you exactly when you're going to want to trade this stock and any momentum stock. And I'm also going to go over the trades that I made, and one trade in particular on the second leading gapper, which was ARAV. Hit all my criteria. Excellent. Catalyst was amazing. I think the catalyst said that they almost cured kidney cancer. These are excellent catalysts. It was a phase 1/2 study. So that was also really good for that. And the volume, guys. Look at your volume. These stocks were pouring in volume from the pre-market, which meant that everybody else is looking at them, okay? So that being said, let me get into sharing the screen here with you. Before I share the screen, please take 2 seconds to hit the thumbs up for me. It continues to help the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. All right, so here we go. Sharing the moneymaker. Again, a nice consistent gain of about $20. Nothing that is going to make me quit living. I do this part-time. You guys all know that I do it part-time. I own another business that takes up the rest of my time. So if you are going to be a full-time trader and you are consistent, all you do, like I've said in every video, just up your risk, up your share size. This $20 is $2,000. It's just easily scalable. And I think that's why so many people are so drawn to our stock markets. It is the most scalable business that I've ever seen in my life. And the key to all of you, whether you're new traders, old traders, whatever you are, you get consistent And you could always raise the stakes, just put on more share size, and the gains will be bigger. So now I want to start off with going over MRIN. This was our leading gapper, #1 stock. At this point right here, where this arrow is, this stock was up 100% on the day. 100%. And when you're trading this stuff, you have to know what level you're at here. So now when things gap up, it gapped up in the morning, in the after hours yesterday to about 305, okay? Gapped up to 305. And then continuously sold off as volume dries up, right? So after hours, you have volume just dry up. Pre-market, it's not even 7 a.m. yet at this point, where most platforms start to get live and you see that influx of volume come in. So this is totally normal for something that gapped up in after hours will then do something like this. Now, I drew this trend line because it had touched this trend line every single time. I also drew this trend line. And this is the move that breaks out of this. Now, these trend lines that you see here, this is called technical analysis. You should all learn that. It's very, very key into learning how to trade, patterns to trade. Everything else, technical analysis is very important. Now, this had fundamentals too. This had a great catalyst. So, you know, with the fundamentals, all the day traders, all the volume, then they start to look at the technicals. You have to know all this stuff. Okay, so we saw price shoot up in the pre-market. It gave some great moves in the pre-market. This is the 5-minute chart that I'm showing you guys right here. These are many, many minutes of some nice moves that you could have taken advantage of. I traded this about 3,000 shares. And all I did around this area, instead of just wait for maybe this move out of the gate, was I kind of got chopped up. I was still profitable on the name, not by much, especially not for trading 3,000 shares. But it is what it is. At this point of the day, those of you that follow me know I have 2 daughters. They have to get ready for school. I have to make them breakfast, get them on the bus. So it is what it is. And yes, I am using my kids as an excuse of why I did not take advantage of this beautiful move. This is a technical beauty. All right, so now this is where we need to start to look, because this gets really key. When is the best time to trade these leading gappers? Yes, you can see some great moves in the pre-market. Most of the time after 8 a.m. when everybody is up, look at your volume, see what kind of volume's coming in. Now, this is where I want everybody to pay attention now. The market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This stock had the first 5 minutes where it had a very nice move without really dropping off at all. It held above VWAP. You can, let me just zoom in, I'm sorry. It held above VWAP right here, actually touching it to basically the penny here, and had some more moves. Okay, now this is where it gets a little tricky, and you see a candle of indecision here. This is a candle that is telling you it doesn't know at this point which way it wants to go. Day traders are still interested though at this point. This isn't a candle yet that's going to scare people. Although you did have a 5-minute candle here that there wasn't any, more of the move. It was just the first 10 minutes was basically it. But at this point, you're still over VWAP. Things are still looking good. Yes, it's a candle of indecision. You don't know where it's going to go. But now for 15 minutes, This is key, and I drew another trend line here at 326, roughly 325, 326. This is where it was seeing a huge amount of selling pressure. There was a lot of shorts that were trying to keep price down, and this is up 100% at this point. So a lot of shorts will say, you know what, it's a stock, it's up 100% already on the day. Maybe this will be a good place to get short. So they pile on here. The next 5-minute candle can't break the previous. They pile on here. Now on this candle, this is what we call a flush. You don't want to be involved when something flushes. So what would have been key here is you can see on the 5-minute chart, you had price come up 3 pennies over. It broke. Now something like this, that for 10 minutes has bounced from VWAP to 325, 325 to VWAP, VWAP to 325. The next 5-minute candle to make a new high, when it only breached by 3 cents, that's where you have to be careful and cut the trade. This trade at this point did not give you that next move to breaking the high of day. This is a false breakout right here, broke by 3 cents, and then absolutely flushed. Just the shorts won the battle here. The bears beat out the bulls. It's at 100% already on the day, and this is where the move ended. Now, this is what the backside of the move looks like. This is something where you may have bag holders at this point. There's a lot of volume that was done right here. A lot of people bought up here. And when it flushed, sometimes they're hoping that it's going to reclaim VWAP, which it couldn't here. You can see once it couldn't claim VWAP for the 15 minutes, so 5 minutes, another 5 minutes. Once it couldn't claim, that's another flush. So shorts that piled on here, they want to pile on here also so that they add to positions to keep that move down. So if any of this isn't making sense, you can ask me questions in the comments section down below, and I will help to answer any of your questions. But that's why you see another flush here. And I don't ever trade the backside of any of these moves. So any momentum stocks, try to trade the front side of them. Any sign of weakness, just don't move on to something else. And that's the moral of the story. You don't want to be a bag holder. There's another drop and then another drop. And people are still trying to hope that maybe it'll give another run. Now, sometimes it does give another run. And that's why if you just say, you know what, why don't I just be a short seller? I'll just short up here. It seems like they all fade anyway. Well, when you short things, your risk is really unlimited. And sometimes in the middle of the day, you will see a pop where the shorts that didn't cover are now just, you know, covering their positions. It does happen, but it happens more often that you'll see a fade. So you want to play the front side of the move, not the back side. Now going over my trade here on ARAV, the way I like to do it, right? So I'm just going to show my trades here on this one. Let me get in here, show trade. I don't know if it's going to work. There it is. Okay. This is the trade I took on ARAV. This is the kidney cancer amazing catalyst. Look at this stock out of the open up. At 9:30, it opens up and it gives you this candle, which let me see if I could show you guys. See how the move just fades? Okay, here, it's better over here on the 1 minute. We open up right here at 9:30 a.m. We're under VWAP at this point. My trade, I noticed that we're starting to sell off. And now I see on level 2, there's a lot of buying coming in. A lot of buying. And I read level 2. And it gave a huge move in this 1 minute candle here. I waited for a little pullback. I got in around the 9 EMA. And I played for this break of VWAP. Now, this trade was 2 seconds long, and it got me about $15 in 2 seconds. I got in for the break, and I sold right out of the break because I want to be on the front side of the moves. This trade happened at 9:34 in the morning, and it continued to fade. If you're not trading these at the beginning, just don't trade them anymore. I traded this, and then I went for a run. I went for a run, got a nice sweat on, and then I enjoyed the rest of my day. So I hope that you guys found a lot of value in this video. I tried to explain it the best I can. When you're trading momentum, you want to get in and out. That's why scalping it is the best way to do it. And like I said, if you have any questions, just leave it down below and I'll do my best to answer every single one of you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.